Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today, I want to do a little bit of audio input output on Linux with Pipewire. Last stream, we looked at ALSA, and I think I have like a fairly reasonable understanding of the audio stack now. So there's this thing in your computer. Let's start at the bottom, right? You got a little computer. My computer has like a little audio jack. This thing's plugged into some, probably PCI card, some sort of like physical device on the machine, right? The Linux kernel has a driver for this thing. And what this kernel does that we found out at the end of last stream is he basically creates a direct memory access buffer that this thing will just kind of like loop through, right? So, for the audio cable to like make your speakers wiggle, he's basically sending some sort of like analog signal out. You need to take the digital bits and bobs on your computer and turn them into that thing. So you kind of like load up some buffer that is like accessible by this piece of hardware, and he will do the like digital to analog conversion by just like looping through the buffer that you've given him, right? So what you have to do as a person who wants to put audio on the device is you have to like preload that buffer so that there's stuff in it when it wants to do the sampling, right? Which it kind of explains why if you've ever like compiled on Linux and then swapped the fuck out while listening to music, you'll notice that you'll get like a 1 second like repeat of audio because your computer can't keep up with service in the audio buffer, and it goes like whap 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 whap. And that's why, right? It's because like there's like a chunk of memory that this thing is just ripping through over and over and over again, and it's just kind of hoping that you have like put new audio in there by the time it gets there, right? So there's this like kernel driver that like creates a memory region. We're skipping over a lot of details, but the kernel side of ALSA is kind of like the interface to populating this buffer and asking the hardware or asking the kernel driver, writing down what formats does this support, right? Like how many channels, how many outputs does it have, which output do I want to use, blah blah blah. So there's like some sort of user space split here, and you as like a user space user, not you, the program will connect to this ALSA driver, right? Now, we guessed at the beginning of last stream, we were correct, that the default setup here is that you get exclusive access. Exclusive, right? You get exclusive access to the device. And so what happens if you want to have multiple people playing audio, or maybe your audio is in the wrong sample rate that isn't supported by the hardware? What we found yesterday is that there is this like library called libasound. This is kind of like back in the day how everything was done, and maybe to some extent still today, right? But this is kind of like the user space side. You can think of it as like the user space side of the audio driver. It kind of like you could think of OpenGL as the user space side of the video driver. But like this thing we found last stream had like a pipeline of actions that it did, right? So the default config in Alpine did something like empty to demix to plug, it was called, to hardware or something, right? And we kind of stripped away all of these plugins and used just the hardware one. When you have just the hardware plugin, which is like, I want to talk to the fucking card, that's over here, you have exclusive access, right? And you can only play at the sample rate that the card supports. This guy is added to the chain to do like sample rate conversion and format conversion. Demix is this like kind of crazy way of doing user space muxing, I think. Where, well, it says mixing, where basically, since one guy has exclusive access to the card, everybody who launches libasound or uses libasound will like use a shared memory channel. They have like one big chunk of shared memory that everyone is using, and whoever just like happens to have access to the card actually does the write. So there's kind of like this like crazy cooperative multi-process like mixing thing going on. And then this is just for like if you don't have a sound card, then it doesn't break everything, right? So demix, kind of fucking crazy and bonkers. You know, they're like, we need a sound server. But you know, a sound server is too complex. So what we will do is we will have 50 sound servers, one per application, and they will all work together. We will have a peer-to-peer sound mixing solution, kind of, right? So we're kind of like, you know, you're kind of like, fuck that, right? And then also, there's like things that aren't handled here, right? Like, if I want to plug my headphones into my computer, and it switches which audio card is being used because like the front port and the back port are serviced by different pieces of hardware or something like that, or maybe even just like within the same piece of hardware they have to do like a channel swap or something. I don't think that's like gracefully handled here. I could be wrong. I didn't really look too closely there. But this is kind of like a crazy architecture anyway. So eventually what happens is they start using these things called sound servers, right? So fuck all this. And instead I go sound server, right? And now this guy gets the exclusive access. And then instead of everybody cooperatively doing stuff, everyone just sends their shit to this guy. And now this guy's free to do all sorts of stuff, right? He can expose like a nice interface for you to do like volume changes. You can expose like a graph of different applications and pipe the output of one into the input of another, right? You have all sorts of like abilities that you can do if you have a program that knows everything about all the sound that's playing. So that is what Pipewire is, right? But you might say, hey, I had all of these programs that were like working with libasound. What the fuck? Now they have to talk to Pipewire. How do you do that? Well, it turns out that my Pipewire system, maybe it's in here. My Pipewire system says, hey, I am going to install an ALSA plugin. Everybody who uses libasound will actually launch libasound module PCM Pipewire, and they will load this in, and they will use that instead of this plugin stack that talks to the hardware directly. And so what happens is you have like your actual stack kind of goes like A sound to Pipewire, and then Pipewire uses A sound to talk to hardware, right? And so if my system is using Pipewire, which it is, I think the actual like simpler or like less code in terms of how much overall software is running on the system, I think the cleaner thing to do is to talk directly to Pipewire, right? And also, it means that we aren't like forced into using the subset of API space that Pipewire has that like is compatible with A-Sound. I think Pipewire talks directly to the hardware because my Pipewire doesn't like A-Sound. Oh, that's nice. I was going to mention that, but I forgot. I did not double check this. I saw a post from like 10 years ago about Pulse Audio that said Pulse Audio did this, but I was going to say, theoretically, you don't need this link anymore, right? Because Pipewire could just use the same audio interface that libasound does. And it sounds like Grey Hatter is saying that that's what happens. So I will trust that because I didn't check. Pulse did and does, right? Okay, so Pipewire is at least a step above there where they're just doing the same thing. Okay, perfect. And so today's task is let's try talking to libpipewire and see what happens. Maybe this is dog shit, right? Maybe it sucks fat balls and I don't want to do it. Maybe using A-Sound is actually easier and taking on this extra complexity of like an extra link in the chain is worth it, but maybe not. And so to find that out, let's try to do this. I guess the first thing we are going to do is get link Pipewire. Is Pipewire just a better Pulse Audio? I think it's supposed to be like an improvement over both like Pulse Audio and Jack. I think it's supposed to like kind of it's supposed to be like a production ready audio server, which like Pulse Audio kind of wasn't. Anyways, I don't know, right? I haven't really done much work. I just know that my system is running Pipewire and it's like what people use. And so I'm using it. So we got to talk to it, right? What the fuck is this library though? How do I use it? Pipewire examples. Surely. Examples. It's actually pink. I guess I've clicked this before. We probably want. Oh yeah, Pipewire also handles video. It's like how OBS gets the screen from KDE. Oh yeah, we've probably looked at this for the Wayland stuff actually, because Pipewire is both an audio and video server, right? So if I like hover over Alacrity in the bottom left here, these previews are actually video streams going through Pipewire from the compositor to the taskbar application, which is pretty funny. Which is pretty funny. Anyways. Audio source. That sounds like a good example. What do these guys do? They have a main loop. They call Pipewire main loop and run. I don't like that. They like initialize a stream and then they probably say, hey, could you call my callback somewhere, right? So probably data, whatever the fuck data is, you probably add a like on process call to it. Stream events. Yeah, you like hook this thing up here. Is there a poll based version of this? Audio source ring. What does this do? I want like a nice little like poll file descriptor and call function version of this thing. Which it looks like there. Oh, is this? This looks kind of like it, right? They have like in main. Well, they still are doing some callback shit. I wonder if there's a way. It would be nice if there was. I know that ALSA had a version of this thing that you just like wait for a file descriptor and do stuff inline, but maybe Pipewire you're kind of forced to do this. Let's take a little peek at their API and see. Okay, so they have like the main loop object, but can I just bypass this thing? I guess we could also look at what this thing does under the hood. Or maybe we could Google Pipewire no main loop. Pipewire poll file descriptor. Maybe we're not so lucky. Protocol native. What does this mean? Between client and server using user. That's not really what I'm asking for. I mean, I can see why they've given me this, but it's not really what I want. Unlucky. You can implement the protocol from scratch and skip linking Pipewire. I think I don't want to do that. I think that sounds miserable. Okay, can we look at their, like, I want to go back to their examples, and maybe, like, just if we look at all of these really quick, we'll maybe find, okay, tutorial 1, init, thank you, sir. Tutorial 2, and they're immediately in the main loop. Kevin, thank you for the tier 1, much appreciated. Forcing a round trip, yeah, I mean, they're pretty all in on the main loop, huh? Well, wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Maybe main loop is their like just name for top of everything. No, they're gonna block here for sure. For sure. Do they have like anything in here that looks like they're skipping that part? No. Okay. Well, let's clone it and like take a little peek. Maybe the main loop is using public APIs that we can use instead. Pipewire source code. Me, I would like to try this library. Also, me immediately, I don't like their API. Let's see if we can bypass it. It's like we're just immediately making our lives hard for making our lives hard. But you know, you gotta take a peek. All right, Pipewire. Can we look at what is this fucking? Do they have examples in here? They must, right? Yeah. So can we look at audio source? Okay. So I guess it would be nice to get a build of this thing working, just so that we can have like nice jump to definition and stuff. with import Nix packages. And I think, what did we say it was last time? It was like imports from is Pipewire. And then hopefully this will just like auto pull everything we need. And then we also have Clang tools for Clang D, and then probably like GDB. Anything else that we want in here? Probably not. The examples and docs are so bad. I mean, I can't blame anyone for doing that though, because my docs are also always bad. Well, I guess I was too excited. Did I? Oh, inputs from maybe? Maybe I used the wrong word. Maybe it's inputs from, not imports from. This is there we go. Much better. Okay. Mason. How do you do this again? Mason setup from here. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. For all of the shit we give Nix, this is very nice. That like this just kind of works. You know? Holy fuck. This is doing a lot. Okay. And then I wanted to see if, does this make a pocket bands? It does. So we should be able to just like jump around now. Yeah, nice. We've got like, the colors look good. So like if I go to, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So what does the main loop run do? While loop running, he calls iterate. Okay, that's not crazy. And what's going on here? Dude. 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 SPA loop control. He's looking for, okay. What the fuck? Okay. It's just immediately fuck me, dude. Okay. So this is like, give me, I've got some object and method, I guess. So my object is SPA loop control interface, and he's calling, probably he's going to callbacks here and trying to call the iterate function, right? It's probably this thing. Yeah, oh nice. If you jump to the definition on this, it finds it. Hell yeah. So probably SPA loop control has funks, Jesus fuck, that are, oh my fucking god, it's, thank god Clang solved this for me. So then 0 is probably the argument here, so we're probably looking for somebody who makes an, fuck, okay, so we're just fucked, right? We're just fucked. Like it looks like we're just fucked if we don't want to do this. Unless this interface has something, maybe there is a wait for a signal. Yeah, I mean, this looks very, all right. So we immediately say to ourselves, there is like an event loop that they have compiled in, it looks like, and it looks like Pipewire is like very much expecting you to be running under the context of their event loop, right? And it looks like, just from like a quick glance at their examples and the code, we're fucked. Like we have to use it or we don't, right? Like, or we don't use the library at all. So then that means that we basically, if we want to like hook this thing into like our event loop, we pretty much have to run this on our own thread and then communicate with our main thread normally, which is like fine, right? It's like having a high priority audio thread isn't like crazy. Maybe whatever the fuck they're doing is, I don't know. But we have to remember that whether or not we use this library directly, somebody is doing this shit, right? Like if you were to use also instead, all you're doing is tacking on extra shit on top of this, right? Because we don't have a choice because my computer is running Pipewire. I guess the other choice would be to go underneath, like behind its back, and try to like do all the debus shit it's doing underneath. But I don't want to do that. right? So I think the play is we just do it their way. We do it their way. Fine. Fucking fine. If you fucking say so, I'll do it, okay? So I guess let's figure out how to link this thing. I presume that we probably want to DL open it, right? We probably want to like try to open it and have some sort of sane fallback, right? Because like theoretically, you could be on a system that doesn't have Pipewire, and not being able to compile your thing on that system is unreasonable, and also not being able to run your thing on that system is unreasonable. Really? Right? So that's probably where we start, is we probably try to do like a deal open, which I hope Zig has like a sane way to do that for me. I don't actually know. Elf. DL open. Stood. OS Linux DL open. I'm sure that they have it in there. Let's open the Zig docs and try to find some sort of DL openy thing. They have C DL open, which probably is called from something else, maybe. Dynlib, I think is a Dynlib. Here we go. Okay. Does this do lookup here? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so if we do like stood Dynlib lookup. I don't know what I'm trying to look up. Also, oh, this is to look up the name of a function. So does this want us to give it like a specific path? Is there no like lookup of LD library path in this? Like somebody's gotta like walk my LD list of libraries and how to say this? Like look for libraries, but I don't really know if that's like part of the standard library if they're expecting me to do that myself. So let's just grep LD library path in the Zig source code and see if they do that anywhere. Dynamic library. Oh, okay, so it is in there. Okay, so they have resolve from name, which is used from open. Oh, this is elf dynlib maybe? Yeah, I see. So dynlib, I think we just use elf dynlib directly maybe because maybe well, what does dynlib do? He does just rip inner type open. So it looks like, well, how does he get the LD library path? He throws in null here. For some fucking reason. But if it's null, is it a little more, like, does it use environment? No, right? If LD library path, they do this. Otherwise, they don't. So using dynlib directly will not give us the nice little search because they fill this with null. So if I want to do it with LD library path walking, then I want to do something else. Greyhatter saying I give it a path to lib.s. You get path to lib. Oh yeah. Searching dynlib is literally all of these job. Yeah. Okay. I use dynlib for Vulkan. You can just dynlib open. But like, what am I missing then? I guess I'm missing that they're doing like when LD library path is null. They are still looking at user lib. I think I saw that. Right. So they happen to match lib and user lib automatically. But on my system that won't work because it's fucking Nix, right? Where it's nothing is in userlib, right? So we need this to work, and so I think we just need to call elf directly. Where was it? It was dynamic library. Is this a thing? Like, please tell me that that's not private. It is. Is elf dynlib? Oh my fucking god, are you serious? I don't have access to this. Is userlib not a symlink to your system env? But like Pipewire, I guess Pipewire, like the development libraries might not be there. But I guess we can try it. We can just resolve it manually if not. Env grep Pipewire. Where would this thing be? Where is like the libraries? Is libpipewire different than Pipewire? Oopsies, what am I doing? Doesn't look like it. Hold on. I see. Pipewire isn't in here. Let's try that. You probably want to link libc too. That's a good point. That's a good point. There we go. Okay. This is what I was looking for. So it looks like we're just fine to rip lib Pipewire, right? Probably? I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out. And then where's there includes? Or do we have like package config? No. Okay. Maybe this is what we're looking for actually. Yep. Yep. All right. Cool. Okay. So const stud is import stud. We want to do stud dynlib open. And what did we say it was? Lib Pipewire? Oh my god. This one. Lib Pipewire. It's this. Maybe not so. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not so. Let's see what we got. File not found. Okay. So, of course. But what if we do this for a second? There we go. We got a library, baby. With libc, yeah, if we force it to use the C version of like DL open, then maybe we're fine. That's a good point. We could try that. Because we're probably going to need to link libc anyway. Still no. Maybe it's like this. Yeah, alright. Well, fuck me, I guess. What was it? I already forgot. Well, for now, we'll do this, and I'll figure this part out later, because I don't want to... This is not the interesting piece. Do you have Nix LD set up? I don't even know what that is. Alright. So, in here, I guess we need to, like, we need some sort of bindings to this thing, I guess, huh? So we almost want, like, a Pipewire... like Dyn Pipewire maybe. And in here, we almost want to like walk all of the functions that we might use and pull them in here. But I don't know, we'll see. Right, like, because we're gonna want a function that is analogous to like whatever the fuck. I've already forgot. I guess we probably want to do a translate C here on like pipewire.h, which was in maybe here. I don't remember. Maybe there was no top level pipewire.h. Yeah, there wasn't. So can we go to their examples? They include. Oh no, it does exist. Supposedly. So we should be able to do this, and then we can do a little like. Does Zig have like a translate C built in? Yes. Can we like pass in this? And then I guess we need to do this again for SPA. Oh, maybe, sorry. Like that. Okay. Do we have package config? Let's get package config. Package config. And then we can do, give me the fucking list of flags that we need to build this thing. God damn it. Fuck my life. Package config, C flags, pipewire. Lib pipewire? Pipewire 03. Oh my god. What was dev packet lib package config? What's it? Lib pipewire I was close. .3. There we go. Well, Zig translate C. And then can we give him a little. And then, like, do we LC so that he air no correctly? Okay. Where did it go? Like, isn't this supposed to make a file somewhere? Oh, he's failing. Because static assertion expression is not in. Great. Translation failure. Well, fuck me, I guess. Fuck me, I guess. I didn't even want to get automatically generated bindings. I guess. Fuck me. Okay, we have to write them by hand. Well, that's gonna be fun. Alright, I guess we start at tutorial 1. I guess we don't have a fucking choice now. Alright, what does this function look like? Greyhound is like, I've done this already. Did you what did you do? You're basically talking about doing the exact same thing. That's pretty funny. But like, did you? I'm just looking for a. How did you do the translation? Oh, you're like building it from scratch yourself. Ah, too much cheating. Too much cheating. I will like force feed myself down mid. What is it called? Force it down mid. I will feed mid. Fuck it. Fuck it. All right. This is all we want to do. We just want to initialize. So we want to do like a function pwinit arg c cint arg v star u8 turns void. And then this is like the inner function. And so we kind of want to say like I don't know. Inner lookup. And the type is dude. Extern function pointer, maybe it's on a like function that takes in a C int and a star U8 and returns void, right? Like this is, maybe I need to do like a call conv C in there somewhere. I think the extern kind of does that for me. How the fuck do you do like function types in this language? PW in it? Why is it British? Thank you. Like if I do f is, or like extern function f, which takes in arg c int and then arg v star u8 and returns void. Like, what is the type of this? Compile log type of f. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just please give me the compile log. Oh, here we go. Okay. PW init. I guess what we could do is we could still, instead of trying to include Pipewire manually, we could write the function declarations still, though, right? We could do this and have it auto translate these for us. Ah, nice. Nice. Let's do that at least. Then I don't have to like manually generate these. I can just grep the ones I want out. Sure. Okay. So here we have self inner lookup. This is a valid type, right? But he doesn't seem to like that. Did I fuck this up again? This is the variant we're looking for, right? So const t, maybe we'll do this, is a, maybe you can't write extern here. Maybe I have to do call conv c here. Right? Like if I do this, does he get mad? We'll see. Yeah, it looks like this squiggle says no, 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 no. No, 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 right? So I have to swap this with call conv c here, I think. Yeah, he likes that better. He likes that better. We probably need some sort of cache. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe if I didn't have the name in there. No, he doesn't like that. Okay. Probably something like this. Why is it triple pointer, by the way? Oh, because the double brace here? I see. You have to declare it as a function pointer in the header. Yeah, is there a nicer way to do this? If I just do this, does that like make the translate C thing work a little better? Ooh, I do like that. I do like that. Because then these, if we do it like this, then we can almost just copy, we can just copy paste this directly into here. Right? And then we can like do like cache maybe. Like this. And then we can do like if self cache pw init, we can do this. Where we copy paste these arguments maybe like this. Yeah. And then otherwise, we this is just like a return. And then we can do cache pw_init is equal to this. Okay, that's close. That is close. Now, then we can go like, we probably need an init here. Greyhunter keeps pointing link or posting links. I don't know if you're annoyed that I'm doing this way, or if you're like trying to give hints. But if you give a little context, maybe I'll click them, but I probably won't. It depends. Lib is, or inner is lib, and cache is this. We're here for the journey, not the solution. It's about the friends you made along the way. I've been saying. All right. So we should be able to now say like dyn pipewire init. The thing you're trying to do is already done by you, not by me. In the case of using c.zig, you're using Pipewire. But like, I'm not allowed to use yours code. If I was going to use your code, I could just use your library. You know? One hello. Or I guess this is Pipewire, right? This is what they want? What? Why? By the way, why would I ever want this function? I don't know why they think I should be calling this. Well, okay, this can be var. Argv. Oh my god. So this is like a slice of U8 is equal to hello world, or like Pipewire example. Okay. And then here we pass in a pointer to argv pointer, which he's close, but he's like, sir, you have const pointers. And we just say const cast, fuck you. Just fuck you, bitch. We need to const cast the whole thing, I guess. Fuck you. Can I just pointer cast it? I just call pw_init null. Wait, that works? Let's do that. I like that better than whatever the fuck I'm trying to do. If that's allowed, I'd rather. Now what be done like? Unable to resolve comp time value. Which part of this is comp time? Call to generic function instantiated with comp time only return type. Comp time t. And name does not seem like it has to be comp time. What the fuck am I missing? Also, this is all comp time. It's a function pointer. Oh, they want a pointer here. I see. How confusing. All right, Zig build. We did it. Oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. Nothing crashed. Okay. So let's go back. Can we go to like a better example now? I guess we'll just kind of work through this example top to bottom. So we need main loop new next. We need this one next. We are going to say we have an opaque pointer of pw main loop and an opaque pointer of SPA dict. And then they want parameters in there, I guess. Great. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. That looks bad. Okay, well, lucky for us, we can just call with null. So let's do that for now. Let's do that. And we need to convert this to a function pointer. So we do a little star here. Hemi, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. We are trying our best to do a little Pipewire. Which, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We are currently trying to do a little bit of dynamic loading, which is a pain in the ass. Maybe we're kind of making our lives even harder than they need to be a little too early. But, you know, we get to choose around here how shitty we make our lives. And here we're making them kind of shitty. Uh, hmm. Let's call this main loop. And can we just say this is an any opaque? Perfect. Perfect. Don't ruin our content. Yeah. Okay. So if we want to run the main loop, we want to make a main loop. Is this functionable in some way? There's got to be some way that I don't have to do this over and over again, right? I don't know what it is yet, but it's like init run. No, because at the very least you need the arguments to come in. So I guess fuck me. But like maybe the inner part? Maybe there's something you can do there? I guess this should come out like this. And I don't know what I want to do here. Right? Like we have a cached thing that we want to access. We have a type. And then it's like run it. I guess we have a part here that's like return me the function pointer. Right? Get function pointer of this type. And this will return a t. And then can we get a little clever here and somehow get the type from here? Or when we make this thing, we can say like functions, like function types. And then we can kind of do something like this. You know what I mean? That way we can kind of use this here. Which then lets us do it lets us do like self get function pointer. Jesus Christ. This is awful. But you can do this now. And then do that lets you do a little like F props like this, right? Which isn't so bad. And then I guess here you also need to say where you're cached from, right? So this is from self cache EW main loop new. And then this guy can do this part, which is like really now where it's like, what's even the point? But like, whatever. Is this worth doing? I guess this needs to be a pointer to this thing. And then this is the name. But maybe we can get like, do we have like name of ourselves in here? Generate using comp time. Yeah, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible to do the code gen externally. Maybe that's the play here, right? Is we have like a JSON blob of all of the functions that we're gonna make and their types, and then we generate that instead of doing it manually. That feels nicer, right? It feels like there's like some pattern of thing we're doing here, and we want, like, it would be nice to be able to just generate that automatically. So can we do that? Let's try that. This is going to turn into a stream where we don't write any code for the thing that we're trying to do. Gen bindings. And presumably we let's have our bindings JSON, because Zig supports JSON, and presumably we're gonna have a PW init, right? Maps to, maybe this is gonna be an array. Maybe I like that better. Of name PW init. Is our JavaScript like this? I don't remember. Or JSON like this? I don't remember. And then can we do like set TS equals 2, expand tab, set shift width is equal to 2, and then okay, and then we should just have to have like the type, right? Which is going to be a quoted string of like the garbage that we get from translate C. Right? Like something like this. Yeah. Yeah. How hard could it be? How hard could it be? Just a usual day? And then, yeah, we never actually make it to doing any of the stuff that we want to do, which is classic. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. So, pub, function, main. We're gonna say, let's get the standard library. Okay, let's do a little, I guess we have a little stood process init here, and then we have like an init IO and stuff. We can use this to like open file. How do I fucking open a file in this language? It's stood IO current working directory, open file with this thing. Okay, hype. Maybe the code is the friends we met along the way. Exactly. Bindings is what we called it, I think. Something like this. I don't fucking remember. And open file options, or I don't give a fuck. Try this. We could close the file, but fuck that shit. Var reader is f reader with some reader buff. We need to have a reader buff here. And then maybe this thing needs an IO here as well, since we're doing standard IO. This thing probably we go, actually, there's like, is there just like a read to end here? I think you don't, I think when you're trying to just read the whole thing into memory, you don't need the buffer, and you can do like, it's like remaining, alloc remaining. I think this is what we want. They were like, give me the whole fucking file, please. Or is there like a stood JSON? How do you do this? Parse from. Yeah, okay, we'll just do this. Bindings data is this, then we say parse from slice. We're looking for probably like binding item is a struct who's got a like name and a type. And then we're like, give me a bunch of binding items from bindings data. Okay. We're like, fuck you, leak all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fucking fuck. I don't give a fucking fuck. Go crazy. This is a lot of work to not figure out how to get translate C to give you a zig header. Yeah. Well, I think that the zig header is not what I want. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. But also, wait. No. Translate C was pissed because Translate C like couldn't do it, which I think is fine, right? Translate C can do this part, I guess. Maybe it depends what you're talking about. Translate C can do this, but like the output of this is not what I want, I don't think. I don't want a bunch of function pointers that have names. I want those function pointers to like be in a struct that does dynamic library lookup. So you want function defs that exist in the dynlib. You figure out how to translate C or just curl C.zig. I don't know what you're like. What do you mean? Like, I don't even like. I might be so fucking lost. I don't even understand what you're saying. But like, I don't think that translate C gives me the thing I'm looking for. Right? I'm looking for a structure that will do dynamic loading of a library and do the lookup of the things in that shared object and then cache the function pointers and look them up. Translate C gives me like zig functions that match something else, right? Like, I'm not, like, if I were linking libpipewire, I would expect translate C to give me what I want, but I'm not linking libpipewire. You're writing a program to generate function signatures for this dynlib you're planning to load at runtime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which I don't think translate C does. Translate C would give you the type definitions. What you would have to do is then define your struct as holding pointers to those functions. Yeah, I agree, and I don't want to do that. I can just do it all at once. Why do you think dynlib is different from linking? Because you don't have the functions available to you without doing the like dynamic lookup? Maybe I'm confused. It is different from linking. Am I crazy? Are you saying that I can like ask the linker to weak link the library and just like give up if it's not there or something? You have a variable with the function pointer. From translate C? I mean, what do you mean I have one? I don't have one. I'm making one. I'm getting one now. You can have LD do it or dynlib. What do you... Could you please... It's still a function pointer in pipewire.so. Okay, so there is libpipewire.so. If I link this, if I say like GCC, we'll ignore zig for now. If I say like GCC-link pipewire, this will put in the elf header like you fucking need Pipewire, right? Then when you launch this thing, you launch it with ld.so. He looks through the elf headers of this thing and he goes like, uh-oh, I couldn't find it, right? So like, what if I want this thing to like maybe be there? Like I want to work on a system where it's not there, then I need to say like DL open, right? Isn't that the whole point of DL open? Is that like this thing might not be there and so I have to try to get it and do it this way? Or are you saying there's some way to like link this in a way where like what, like ld.so looks at my elf and he goes like you maybe need this instead of you fucking need this? Maybe that's what weak linking is. But then when I call the function, doesn't it just like fucking crash? Like, I don't really know that's correct for this thing you're doing. But I'm doing the thing I'm doing. I don't really understand. You're saying do something else, but you're not saying what. You're just like, just let LD do it. But I'm saying if you let LD do it, then you can't fall back on nothing. Right? Is there some way to ask LD to give me like nullable pointers here? If you call a weak, it should be an empty function. But like weak functions have return value. Like functions have return values. What could LD possibly, if I have like function like some function returns, you know, I don't know, use size. Like, it has to do something. Right? So this guy's saying call DLSim, want PW init, wants to start up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying I want to do. But like, I don't think that LD will do that for me. Right? Unless I just don't understand what like weak linking is. Weak. I thought that if you call these functions, if it's weakly linked, then you crash. I'm saying because Zig has comp time, the function signatures you'd use when using the dynalim are the same as static link with LD. Okay. But then I still need my wrapper. I don't think that I've said anything that's like wrong here, right? Because you still need to generate some code to like do the dynamic part, right? Or you have to write that code by hand, which I'm trying to avoid doing, right? Am I crazy? You have a bunch of function pointers and you have to populate them by the dynlib? You don't need a wrapper, you can call the function pointers directly, but the function pointers aren't initialized. Am I fucking high? Am I fucking high? Right? Like if I say Zig generate me some function pointers, I can have like PW init. I can have like some global variable PW init, which is a nullable pointer to like correct Zig. But like then I need to at some point do PW init is dynload like thing, right? So like that's still my job? Right? That's still my job, and so I still need to write code to do that part. Right? Am I high? I have to write the code. So I'm like, I am generating the code to do that part because I don't want to do it. Isn't that all sane? Like, I feel like I'm smoking crack. Like, I might be missing something, but I don't think I am. But that's just an inline 4, you don't need external generation? How? Like, you're saying do some, like, comp time crazy loop that does, like, for each variable in struct that has an equal null, like, like, how do I say this? For each var in struct that has a null, like, do DL sim or like whatever, like DL lookup of name by like tag name or some shit. Like, I don't think that that's easier, right? I think that like trying to do that is hard too. Am I crazy? Like, I think that like somewhere I need a list of names and types, and having them in some strings is like fine. Like, what am I missing? If someone writes me like a quick example of like the difference between what I'm saying and what you're saying, maybe I'll get it. But like, I don't think I'm missing it. I don't think I'm missing anything, or that what I'm doing is even like wrong or harder. But I do agree that you're kind of right that like I don't need to cache every time. I can kind of do the lookups once on start, right? So you can do like you can have like functions here that get resolved initially, right? You could do something like that. I don't know what you're missing, but I equally don't get what I'm missing. Perfect. Perfect. Maybe I'll just keep going, and then when I'm done, you can tell me I'm fucking stupid. But for now, I don't think that I'm doing anything crazy. Okay, so we kind of want to generate some code that looks kind of like function would be a struct that is non-null only after dial loop succeeds. But like, don't I have to like I don't want to write all of the dynlib functions. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do is just avoid doing that. So we'll see. Maybe it'll become clear after. So we probably have some output, right? It's just gonna be create file, and we'll call this like dyn pipewire. How many functions do you actually need? If not many, do it by hand as far as easier. I'm arguing that it's not. I think if I have to do this 4 times, it's not easier. I think that's what I'm arguing. Because like it's not very hard to just put your struct in a string. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. So we want to do like var writer is I've spent more time yelling than I would have spent just writing the code. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you're gonna change your 9 after you actually use it. Yeah, I think I am doing these things out of order, but that's okay. I think it's fun to do them out of order. Yelling is better content. So true. Let's do a little of this. I guess it's like a little interface. Okay. So what am I trying to write? I'm trying to write like const this is a dyn pipewire is this. We probably need that somewhere. We're probably gonna want to have some members, right? So we have like lib, which is, or like inner, which is a stud dyn lib, which means that here we need to import stud, something like this. Inline 4, stud meta fields fun. Yeah, I mean, this is what I was trying to avoid doing. I think that this is like harder than just generating the code. Not harder, but like, this seems crazy to me. This seems crazy. But we'll see. We'll see. Then in here, we want like maybe some functions. And then we want to go over each of the bindings and say, you're going to write all that to avoid stud meta. I think that like, how do I say this? I think like meta programming at that level, like introduces more problems for me. Every time I do it, I regret it. Every time I do something like that, I'm like, this was not right. Where like I don't think that this is very hard. Because like I want to be able to inspect the code after. I don't know. I just find this easier. I don't think that's crazy. So here we're just gonna be like try writer print, and we're just putting the name of the thing to the type. Right, so this is b name, b type. And then we close the struct. Okay. And let's just kind of see what this does right now. Let's just see what this does. Try out interface or writer interface flush. And let's see if we just like zig run gen bindings. What happens? I guess we need to write dot allocator sometimes. This guy probably wants some parse options. Bindings is this. We do bindings here. Okay. He's mad because he doesn't like this for some reason. Do these guys have to have quotes around them? I don't remember how JSON works. Yep, okay. Dyn Pipewire. Alright, we're close. We're close. This thing needs a new line. This guy wants a spaces. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. Because then, on my guy, I want to have, then, a bunch of public functions, right? So, for bindings, Oh, is it not that easy to pass on, actually? Maybe I changed my mind. Because I need to pull the names of each of these arguments out, which means that you kind of need like a type parser, which is annoying. So maybe you're right. Maybe I am okay. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to make it so that the like pass through was automatic. But the pass through is kind of the hard part. Kind of. I mean, you could have like args. And then you can just do like argc, argv or something. You know, you can do this, and then it can auto-generate from that, which isn't that bad. Right, because then you can probably do this. Yeah, maybe we try that for a second. Args. Maybe. We'll feel it out. We'll feel it out. Okay, so we're going, like, for each of these, we're doing a little function of something, name, with I think you want to leave the types this in here, because then you can do type. I don't know. Oh, you can't do that either. This is harder than I thought. This is harder than I thought. Okay, maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys are right. We'll try it. We'll try it. I don't like this anymore, because then you also have to this has to get more advanced than I thought it did. So we'll go back. We'll go back. You guys were suggesting, instead of whatever the fuck I was doing, you at least can do the function initialization at like off rip. By doing something like if you don't like it, it's working as intended. Perfect. Yeah. So like there's the version of this where I just walk over all fields of this struct and call like lookup on them using their type. So this looks like this. And then here, instead of the optionals, these just get pointers. And then I guess, why am I even wrapping them? I understand what I'm doing wrong now. I understand what I was missing. Because these can just be like this, just straight up. Yeah, I guess this is what I'm fucking looking for. Yeah, I see it. I see the vision now. Because then I can just call like functions dot pwinit. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. You guys were right. I was wrong. I didn't understand. I didn't understand. Now I do. Okay. Okay. I think that this also has to hold the handle to std dynlib. I think. I'm not sure. So fuck these functions. You don't need wrapper. You don't need wrapper functions. You don't need them. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Because, like, what is a function if not... what is a function that calls a function pointer if not just the function pointer itself? Okay, and then we're missing... I guess we have, like, dyn pipewire is undefined, right? We set the handle probably to this. I mean, it's nothing like what I said. Perfect. And then I think we go like for each field of dyn pipewire if field, like, I guess it's an inline for, if field name is handle, that's special, so we continue. But otherwise, we could do a little field ret field name is equal to ret handle lookup field type. Right? I don't know what this thing returns. Type. And field name here. Oh, wait. Whoever said, this is what someone said forever ago. You guys are fucking geniuses. Or else return error missing. Yeah. Easy. Now, what is he like? He's like, you cannot compare strings. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Okay? It's not my fault I'm fucking stupid. Control flow inside runtime block, comp time control flow. Is there really no, do I really have to do it like this? To avoid, it's like too stupid to handle continues. Okay, and then we can be like return ret here. He's missing something, expected pointer type found something else. Where? Expected pointer type found dynamic library dynlib. Oh, no, wait, that seems right. Oh, is this a string? No. I actually don't understand what he's pissed about. I have absolutely no idea where he's. Maybe we do a zig build. He's at line 19, he's mad? So he is mad here. And then he's mad below that at 55. Which is here. That makes sense. And he's saying, sir, expected pointer type at dynamic library 594. So symbol is somehow expected pointer type found dynlib. Am I fucking high? What the fuck is going on? Need a pointer to the type? Oh, you want like a pointer to this thing? How do I make a pointer? Pointer? No, the type is already a pointer, right? The type already is a pointer. Outside the field you referenced? I don't think so. Can we, I think it's like a problem with this. Hold on. He's mad even before the assignment. Can we compile log field? Oh, have I got the arguments lookup wrong? No. Let's look at field type and field name. What am I doing wrong here? The comparison's failing, right? He's running this on handle. Hello? Hello? This comparison is working. The if guards at runtime. Oh. Can I write inline here? I see. I see why what's happening there. So I need to like, yeah, maybe here. Thank you. Thank you. You're a genius. Okay. Okay. So then we need to do back to assign the thing. Oh my god, you guys are geniuses. You guys are geniuses, and then all I need to do is put the fucking function pointers in here. Oh my god. Thank god. Okay. So back to these tutorial examples, man. Tutorial 2. Nope, not that one. Tutorial 2, hit me. What does this thing do? I don't really care about this. Audio source. Audio source. We'll see what this SPA shit is later, maybe. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. I think fuck signals. Probably. We'll deal with that shit later. Jesus fuck. Create a simple stream. Okay, so we need PW properties new, which is a variadic function. Does that work? Does that work? We'll see. Translate C. What function? PW properties new. All right, I guess it does. Oh, and then we want to convert to a function pointer. Boom. And then can we actually copy in the like these guys as well? Fuck it. Because it looks like they actually get like type correctness through that, which is nice. Okay. So can we do this now? Oh, I guess we need all of these defined as well, huh? Yeah, that's gonna get annoying. So why the fuck? Can we go back? Why doesn't translate C work? Why doesn't translate C work if I try to use actual Pipewire? Because I do want all of those definitions at least. What is it? Translate C with this stuff on Pipewire H. Redefinition. Okay. Well, fuck me, I guess. Static assertion is not. Can I just like oi 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 is not an integral constant expression. Can we just like not fucking, is there a way to like just bypass this completely? That would be ideal. Because like I don't really care. I guess I don't need all of Pipewire, right? I only need like, I'm only looking for like definitions for specific things right now. I guess. Let's like look around in those headers. This is so fun. This is such a good, fun use of my time. we're really we're not even gonna get to try using Pipewire today. That's what's gonna fucking happen. No definitions found, really? Oh my god. Can we maybe go over here somewhere then and just like take a little peek skis? No, fuck me, I guess. Why doesn't this file manager work? What is happening? All right. So like, wait, also, where is this Pipewire? Oh, there it is. Pipewire. Okay. Maybe we look at the actual line that it's bitching about in this like SPA stuff. JSON core. So he is complaining at 166. He is like, this is not a constant expression. Probably like this is what he's bitching about, or SPA flag updates. This one, right? Want to see the hacks that Pipewire Ziglib need to do to get to work? Yeah, maybe. I'm kind of curious now. Was it yours, or is it like something that I can Google? This is old as fuck. All your code base, but mine is updated. All your code base. I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. Yeah, where are there hacks? Not this. They probably have some sort of like build zigs on that downloads Pipewire. And then they probably patch it in some way, right? No, I don't see any patch is downloaded there. Are there patches in here? Build zig, control of trans, translated C module. Ha! I see. Translate C can't translate some of the variadic functions API, so they get demoted to externs. However, since they're present only in headers and marked as SPA API impl, which defaults to static inline, the symbols end up being missing. We instead mark them as weak so we don't have to get duplicate symbols. Is this all I have to do? Then like, oh, wrong thing. No. Oh, they had to do some magic. They commented into stud source libczig. Oh. Translate C, blah, blah, blah. Original source imported. Oh, I see. So they did this. Then they like manually hacked it. Try single quotes. I don't think this is doing what I want, but I think that you're right that there's something here to be done. I'm just not maybe this has to come in front too. Like, you never know, right? Sometimes the order of this stuff matters. Like, what if I like if I like override the thing that's failing? I can't Is there a difference between translate C and C import? I don't think there should be. But like, can I just like ignore these static asserts? Like, that's what's failing, right? Like, can I just override this? No, probably not. I don't know. Like, can I just do this? Just like, fuck you? No, not so lucky. Uh, maybe it's like different. Maybe they managed to get a little crazier in here. Can I? I mean, their version of this does have just like a manually generated bindings, right? So like, do they even call translate C in here? Oopsies. No, they don't, right? So the other thing we can do is we can basically mirror the whole include path and like patch it ourselves, right? That's what I would do here. Maybe that's the play. Is we just like fix the static assert implementation. Like if I just do like a cp-r like cp-r this to include, and then go into include, and then we just fucking hack it. SBA is static assert, right? Like this thing's broken. So can we just be like, no? Right? Maybe. And then instead of like here, instead of whatever the fuck we were doing, we're like include 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 what am I fucking up? And then include this guy. Nice. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Uh we're geniuses, guys. And then why was I doing this? I've got confused. Why was I doing this? I've already we had like main. Oh, because we wanted all of these types. Right. Right. Okay. So let's take these bindings. And we'll name this Pipewire Zig. And we'll say put a big comment at the top being like mirrored SPA and Pipewire include DIRs, hacked SPA to disable static assertions, then translate C. Yep. Easy. Easy. Okay, so then we can say PW bindings is import Pipewire. And then we should be able to start getting a little crazy here, right? Can we do like a pointer to type of like PW bindings, PW init? Like, does this do the same thing? Size 1. What is atters here? Like, can I just go like default? Like, does this work? That'd be kind of sick. Undefined symbol PW init. What do you mean? What do you mean undefined symbol? Wait, who's undefined? I don't understand. Is it because I'm trying to get the type of this thing and this is an extern function and so it's like trying to link it or something? Unlucky. All right, whatever. Let's try doing what we were doing before for a second. Okay, okay. Uh, cannot pass null to variadic function. Why not? 0 maybe? As whatever the top fuck this thing is, right? See it probably? As C pointer to U8. I think that's what this is. Please, God, just let me fucking. Please. What doesn't it like now? What does it mean? Expects semicolon after a statement. Oh, here. Okay. We did it. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Holy fuck. We ran 2 functions. Wait, so why did that pointer thing not work? Const p, like p is pointer 1 of to a type of bindings pw init, right? Like what this I feel like should work. So this thing has a function pointer to this thing. So that looks right to me. But it does just like having a pointer like that fuck up linking or something? Oh, this can we do yeah, interesting. Interesting. And it's only referenced by debug info, which is funny as well. Needs to be const? Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe not, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it's literally that the debug info that is being generated is trying to like reference this thing and he like doesn't know how to find it. That's funny. It's because the binding declares them extern and then you reference them, but I'm only referencing them at comp time, right? I wonder if can you do a little can you like be a little tricky? Comp time function gen pointer type. Uh like I want to get like I'm just trying to see if you can like force some indirection in here. Oh, but then you need to know what the return type is. So you can't really. At comp time when the compiler needs to emit the symbol space for the linker, but like there's no like the link to the actual function pwinit should be gone, right? Because we're not actually referencing pwinit, we're only referencing the type information of pwinit, right? So the compiler is like bringing in more information than it needs to, and the fact that it's only referenced in the debug info like indicates that it is a problem because of that. You know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with the dynamic lookup. That part's working fine. Compile release fast. Yeah, how do you do that? It's like release fast. I can't remember. Is it oh, D something? De-optimize? Release fast. Because you're claiming that then the debug information doesn't get emitted, and that then like that we can confirm my idea that way. D's nuts, thank you. Yeah, see? Unless I removed it. Yeah. Yeah. Which makes sense. I see how that bug can happen. I see how that can happen. Try using LLVM for the debug build. I mean, it's not really worth it. I can just copy paste the function type. I'm not above it. Ow. Right? Like, because all you really have to do, like, is do this for every function that you're adding, right? And then copy paste it, which is like not that hard, right? Which is fine. There's a builds like to omit debug symbols. I guess the debugger doesn't even fucking work. So like, why not? Wait, you've got a good point. How do I? It's if that's in there, then fuck it. Strip? No, because we need it to never get omitted, not just get stripped. You know what I mean? I think. But maybe you're saying, but if I say strip, then it won't even emit? Maybe is like the claim. Good call, guys. Woo! Oh wait, no, wait, we removed the thing. Yeah, let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. And then can we make this a little bit nicer? Something here that takes in like a any type and returns a pointer, returns another type. Can I like macro this so that I don't have to type this all the time? Is that possible? Like, I take in a type and I return a new type. Yes. And then I say return pointer 1 const is true t null. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I was looking for. Function, and then can I do yeah, so this then I go like function pointer type of bindings pw init. I guess that's probably close. Nice. Yeah. And then can you do this? Can I omit a level here? Can I do this? Yes. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, you guys have convinced me. We did it. We did it. This is actually like fucking usable. This is usable. We did it. We got there. Okay. We've called 2 functions. Let's fucking go. I'm not gonna do this argc shit. Make 1 parameter with the supported formats. SPA param enum format means that this is a format enumeration of 1. Dude, Jesus Christ. What in the actual fuck does this mean? What is params used for? It's used for connecting. I'm not gonna like this part. Right? Because this thing presumably is a macro. Oh, but this just constructs an SPA audio info raw, which is fine. Do we have one of those? SPA audio. Nope. Why not? Is it in a different include? Do we need to make sure that we're including this thing too, I guess? Translate C again. Okay, good news. It still worked. Then what was this thing called? I already forgot. It's a SPA audio info. Thank God. Thank God. We're still good. We're still good. Okay. Then I think that we will survive here. So we do need to do this part. Data stream is this thing. What the fuck is data? What the fuck is data? Struct data. Is that ours? It is ours. So we won't do that for now. Maybe we will. I don't know. This is the more interesting piece here. What is params? Params is an SPA pod params pointer 1. What does this mean? Is this a double pointer? On the stack, they've allocated room for one parameter, but then they have a... No, it's a pointer to a array of 1 params? Triple pointer? No, this is double pointer, right? But yeah, double pointer, no stack allocation. It just looks looks like it has stack allocation. Because this is a stack allocated buffer of 1024 bytes. This looks like it's a stack allocated params, but it's a fucking lying piece of shit. It's a double pointer that they've put a 1 on for some fucking reason. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so then this guy, it's a pointer to an array of size 1. Yeah, but in C, it's like just a pointer to a pointer. So then here, params has never been initialized, right? Oh, so maybe I was backwards. Maybe this is a stack allocated buffer, length 1, 2 pointers of SPA pods? Is that what this is? That makes more sense. Because then they are indexing this thing directly, having not initialized it. Jesus Christ, dude. So fucking confusing. Fucking C-types. Params. I mean, it also doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, because this is really the only thing I'm looking for. All right, so this, we come from this. We copy paste the function name here. Function pointer to PW binding SPA format audio raw build. Okay. Is this wrong? What's wrong here? That doesn't exist? Fuck me, I guess? No, it's here. I guess the language server's out of date, maybe. No? Maybe it's... Pipewire has no member named... But I see it. But I saw it. Wait, didn't I just see it? Am I high? Oh, wrong bindings. I moved it into source. There we go. Wait, maybe still? Oh, it's called Pipewire.zig. God damn it. Translate C, source Pipewire.zig. We'll just go to the right spot. Okay, okay. Jesus Christ, my life is hard. All right. Now we can do this, and then, like, what is he looking for? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Arg builder, so we need one of those somewhere. Which is an SPA pod builder with everything zeroed out. PW bindings, SPA pod builder. Data was buffer. And then len is builder buff len. So now we need builder buff is one of these guys. Okay. He had 1024. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. This is so hard. Okay, now this comes from PW bindings. Then we need audio format raw in it, which is audio format is a PW bindings SPA audio format raw. Oh my god. Where is it? Yeah, SPA audio info raw. Format is holy shit. PW bindings. This channels is PW bindings default channels. Well, fuck me, I guess. Rate, default rate. Were these defined in the example instead of in wherever the fuck? Oh my god, where are my examples? I lost them. I lost them. It's over. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking lose my fucking mind. Default channels is defined here, huh? Yeah, alright. 2, 4, okay. 2, 4, 4, 1, and 0. Okay. And then are the rest like automatically zeroed? Oh, yeah, they are. Hell yeah. So here we're like, hit me with the audio format. And then are we fucking good? Are we fucking good right now? We so fucking good to go right now? Fuck. There's so much more. There's so much more. Okay. So somewhere they made a stream, huh? And then they connected those streams together, and then they ran the loop. All right. I'm leaning towards the longer this goes, the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe the ALSA compatibility later isn't so bad. You know, maybe despite having the complexity of having another library on top, this is crazy, right? This is insane. I guess the other option here, which makes a lot of this easier probably, is if we just did this part in C. Right? There's probably a world where we do this in C and then we create like a thin interface over the top. Well, you still have all the dynlib shit to deal with then, right? Which is still like a little bit non-trivial. A little bit. Ah, fuck it. It would let us copy paste the example better though. All right, well, whatever. We keep going. All right. Boom. Oh, this part's not so bad. What is data.loop? PW. Oh, so we just have main loop here. This is main loop. And then props. Did we have props yet? Oh, we did this part, right? So here, this is our props. Do we have stream events? Where do stream events come from? Is that a global? Oh, I see. This is their, like, vtable. Oh my lord. Version is this, probably. Well, oh yeah, okay, we're good there. I don't know why he doesn't like it, but it does seem to exist. And then what? We have process is on process. Wait, why is he pissed? This seems great. There we go. There we go. And then we need some sort of on process here that, you know, conforms to their API. Okay, holy shit. Process. We got there, maybe. Maybe. Alright. I guess we can say process with this. So that it is there. Okay. So I see what they're doing now. They have like their data structure here. That has like loop of this thing so that you can get that thing in the process callback. Okay. And then act like this. So then we're like, we have data is data. This is kind of what their thing looks like. This is data loop is this thing, which is data loop here. They use data here as their callback. Okay. What's he pissed about? I don't know. Then they had... I see. They had data stream instead of stream. And then I think we want act to just be set to 0 or something off rip. Okay. Then what are we missing? We got down to this params shit. Then we want to hit it with a connect. Oh my god, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Here we want to set up the dynamic version of this. Easy. All of these guys get bindings. And then n params is 1. And then, are we like chill here? Maybe, I don't know. What's he mad about here? Expected T found question mark T. What the fuck? Let's see. I see. We're missing this one. All right, easy. Also, get whatever the fuck this is. Main loop, get main loop. Oh, man. All right. Are we missing this one too? No, this guy's like, you might not work. All right. Params here. He's like, I expected a double pointer, so we put a little ampersand here, I guess. He's like, that's const, you dumb fuck. So we'll put var. He's like, I expected this thing, but I found that thing. How are those not the same? Params needs to be a slice, I guess, of one element. I guess. Great. I'm just gonna pointer cast this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And then this thing needs to return something, so we just ignore it. Okay, and we do PW main loop run. Are we fucking there? Holy shit, guys, I think we did it. And what do you think the chances are that this works? I think not very high. I think pretty fucking low. Zero's rude. Okay. Great. Okay, so some of these functions are missing. That's super fucking cool. That's super fucking cool. Which one? Is that a thing that we can do? Like, or else... S is missing. Oh my god. SPA audio format audio raw build. SPA format audio raw build. Is this in a different library? And like the chained linking didn't work right? Or did I spell this wrong? Nope. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Uh was it Pipewire 0.3? Oh my god. Please, how do you fucking use package flag? How? How do I get the linker flags? Libs. It's libs, of course. Of course it's C flags and libs. It does seem to only be the one. Does it link like an SPA? Like, does it chain something together? No. Okay. Does it have SPA functions in here? Yeah. Okay. Great. Is it like somewhere else in there? Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, is it in here? Oh my lord. Do I need to find the fucking audio thing in one of these? Like a million fucking libraries? There's no way, right? But then, like, how would the linker normally resolve this? Because, like, the package config thing doesn't say that he's missing. Maybe this audio example needs to be compiled with multiple guys? Like, how is this example compiled? Right, like this SPA format audio thing must be a different library. So SPA param audio, is there like a mirrored thing? Maybe it's in here. SPA, what is the fucking function I'm looking for again? SPA format, audio. Yeah. Very cool, very fucking cool, very fucking awesome and cool and awesome. Love that. Love that. We love that. We will just load that thing as well, I guess. I guess. Fuck. Uh, ends with. There we go. And then, uh, we go like for, I guess it's like if we do the lookup on ret handle, it works. We're like, hell yeah. This is a pointer, so we go, yep, fucking slam me that pointer. Otherwise, we have to look it up on the other thing. Can we continue here? Is it gonna get mad? I guess it needs to be else if then, so that we don't have to continue, because runtime control flow it gets mad at. Otherwise, we do this. All right. Let's fucking go. Okay. Now, bad news is I would expect my callback to get called at some point, and that doesn't seem to be happening, right? He's just kind of like sitting there doing nothing. So can we, well, we lost our debug symbols, huh? So we can't run GDP. So we can't know where we're stuck. Fuck. Fuck me. Comp time continue? That works? Can we maybe, what if we comment this out and we say use LLVM? Does that build? Please, God, please build. Let's go! Alright, what the fuck you doing, bro? Oh, we're downloading a bunch of debug info? Oh, wait. How come when I pause this application, Spotify stops? Can someone explain to me how the fuck that's related? It is still playing. Guy, what the fuck is going on? Because Pipewire is time. Are you telling me I'm blocking the actual event loop? Like the global event loop is blocked by my process? There's no way, right? Yes, there's no way. The main thread is the system event loop? How is that even possible? It takes a lock to finish? Oh my god. That's so funny. That's crazy. That's insane. Why did you lose all the debug symbols? Because Zig x80, like a Zig compiler backend thing, was trying to. I'm like copy pasting a type to an external function that is not linked because I'm trying to dynamically load it. And then Zig's x86 backend or whatever the fuck it's called, their like hand rolled backend, tries to link the original info in the debug info, but the thing is not linked or something like that. So we stripped it. But then, oh my god. Also, why is it working now? Why does it work when I build with LLVM? Right? Right? Like we're getting processing data. What if I build the debug backend? We don't? Why? 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 Did LLVM link for you? Yeah, it did. Okay, well, we'll just use LLVM for now. How about that? How about that? Turns out rewriting LLVM isn't that easy. I mean, I don't think they're trying to fully rewrite LLVM. I think they're just doing something. Like, I think the goal is noble. I don't understand. I also don't understand. But I'm not going to think about it. That's why I wrote my own kernel from the ground up. Perfect. Okay. So what are we supposed to do now? we're supposed to we're supposed to shove some shit in here, right? Okay, so we are gonna need to have, I guess in here, we're gonna have to have a reference to our Dyn Pipewire, right? Data.pw is pw, perfect. And then in here, we're gonna wanna basically, like, what are they doing? Is this playback? What is this doing? We're feeding stuff, right? So why is there any dequeuing of buffers to be done? Oh, because like the stream owns the buffers. So here we're like, okay, I would like a buffer, sir. Pipewire, could you please give me some data, something to do? Then uh they what does this do? Oh, it's like split buffers or something? And they fill it with stuff. Where the stuff that they're filling it with is just like a sine wave or something, right? Um all right. The question, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think if I even want to go further down this road, right? Because, like, I need to figure out what the hell this, like, SPA thing is. I think that, like, yeah, and, like, what the fuck this, like, main loop, I don't know. I understand that, like, no matter what, we have to interface with the Pipewire. But this is, like, not easy. I was kind of hoping that, like, by hooking up to a newer library that like talks directly to the sound server, I was like hopeful that that would result in a saner thing than trying to use also directly. But after going through this process, I do not feel that way anymore. I mean, some of it for sure is like self-imposed, right? Like anything related to this like dynamic library loading, this is like our fault. We did this to ourselves, right? But I don't really know. Like the idea of this like buffer queue thing and these like SPA things and like having to link multiple libraries for what should just be like fill buffer with audio. I want to like sit down and like think about this a little bit. Right? I need to understand what SPA is. I don't understand what that means yet. I want to look a little bit more at this event loop. This is kind of crazy. It feels just all like a lot. Like, how do I say this? There's pieces in here that feel like strange, I guess, is like the best I can put it. Maybe it's just the way it's got to be, right? This is very OpenGL-y. This is very like we have an array of key value things. So maybe this is fine. We're like, I'm connecting an audio stream. I don't understand what this like build, what the fuck this like SPA pod builder is. What the fuck does that mean? We are like, this builder is getting an SPA audio info, right? So there's some sort of like crazy, like probably inheritance type thing going on here where like SPA is maybe like tagging each. I don't know why this exists. This is confusing to me. This is like fine, probably. We got to connect to stream. The data stuff, I guess it makes sense that like some of it is owned, like the data management is owned by the stream. I think that makes sense. That's not crazy. And then these buffers also actually make sense. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. It felt like a lot, but I think that'll like maybe that's just the zig bindings that we're doing and the like dynamic library loading. Maybe it's fine. Sure. Yeah, I know that like ideally the end of this stream we have something playing back audio, but I'm happy to have got where we are for now. I want to think about if I want to keep going down this road. So, what's the end goal here? Just to play audio? Yeah. Well, this is for part of our like SIP client, right? So the end goal is to like use audio to like punch stuff into the phone, right? So like hear what people are saying and talk to other people. You're expecting a simple syncing here where you can just pass bytes after setup. Yeah, that is what I want. But you're saying, but these days you need dynamic setup, which is like maybe reasonable, right? Because like the devices can change on the fly. Like maybe it is just complicated, right? So, yeah, I'll think about it. We might do more of this tomorrow. We might not. I don't know. We'll see. We're at the 2-hour, 20-minute mark. I think getting further into this is going to be more work. So, call it here for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what we saw, we stream a lot of days. We aim for 12:30 Pacific time start. Maybe go to 3 or 4 Pacific time. It's 3 now if you're watching live. 2.5 hours ago, 2.5 from now, when you might expect to see us. We are kind of jumping around working on this VoIP client. So that involves like RTP, a little like HTTP style parsing and like negotiation stuff, some of this like audio stuff. We'll see where it ends up. Maybe we'll end up doing some like microcontroller stuff as well. It would be cool if we could get something that works on like a little microcontroller and then I could like put it on the wall or something, but we'll see. Yeah, so swing back by. There's a YouTube, Patreon, etc. if you want to support. I think that's it. YouTube, peace. Twitch, to find someone to raid.